Right. Good evening, everyone. As predicted, we are back for some World of Warships 1411. Still finishing up our Phase 5 combat missions. A couple of more spotted ribbons to go. A little bit more XP. And then we're going to need one more to get our 6 out of 6. Likely candidates are going to be either our destroyer, total damage, and then slightly further back would be our battleships, though we're doing a fair amount of operations in battleships, so this one might actually end up overtaking our destroyers. And then that will finish up our Phase 5 Struggle Begins Dockyard series. Then we'll be able to move on to follow the Republic. And we roll over here. Let's see where we are in our dockyard phases. Okay, we got a fair amount of the ship laid. Finished up Phase 5, or I mean Phase 8. We're working on getting to Phase 9. And then 20 phases altogether, so we're almost at the halfway point. If we make it to the halfway point, we will unlock the Tier 6 Montcalm. Looks like an interesting French cruiser. I think we can reasonably expect to do that before this limited event ends in 28 days. I reckon the rate we're going, we should be able to get very close, if not all the way, to the final goal, which is this Tier 9 Roussillon battleship, again from the French. If we get close and we run out of time, then we might doubloon it just to get there. It's been quite a while since we finished a dockyard. We haven't actually finished one probably since we unlocked our Heisen, so that goes back a couple of patches. We're just more of a simple casual player in World of Warships. We are not a super sweaty player in any of our games, and certainly not in this one. This is more of just our casual get in, don't take ourselves too seriously, just have fun. Of course, that's our philosophy on any of these games, but alright, kick things off. We're gonna do some of our daily ships that we're trying to level. I think that worked out pretty well last time to kind of swap it back and forth. About 4 missions of dailies and then doing operations and then swap back. So that is going to be our plan here. We're going to again start over in our Pan-Asian European side, as we are seriously trying to get these ships leveled up to hopefully catch up with our Japanese and US fleets, which are well progressed compared. We got the Galicia, Tier 5. We are quite a bit of ways from our Tier 6 Baleares. I'm going to go with that. Again, anything Tier 5 and above we're going to hold on to. So we're going to go ahead and add this hull upgrade, which we're holding back on. We've been doing pretty well in our operation missions in terms of earning credits, so over 10 million now, so I think we can reasonably do some of our less expensive module upgrades and no longer hold back on those. Oh, and before I jump in, before I forget, let's check our update navigator, do one of our final advent calendar days. One more to go. So this is the New Year's Eve, day before New Year's, 2 days before. There we go, 2 free crates, signals. Great. And double check where we are with our event pass. Okay, looks like we did unlock another 2 Santa gift containers. We'll go ahead, claim those now. We'll open those at the end. And it looks like we're about a third of the way through our level 17 on our battle pass. Like there's a final Santa container. Do like coal, we do like steel. We've picked up the previous battle passes, the premium. Probably will do the same because we do need some more steel. We don't division often, Getting the Lanzao would not be a bad pickup as well, so that's probably easily worth the additional doubloons. And then it also looks like it gets you a mega gift container, so yeah, think about it. Alright, well, here we go. We're gonna jump in here with our Galicia. And we typically run these in co-op mode because that seems to make the progression go a bit faster when you do all player rounds. It's just the way we've experienced it always seems to take a bit more time. The rounds are a bit sweatier, everybody's a bit more intense, so we prefer to run these here. And let's see, yeah, we got good audio, everything looks like it's coming through pretty good. Cool. Alright, here we go. Archipelago, domination. Okay, see what we got for teammates. Alright, it is kind of late on North America, so I mean, not super late. We're East Coast time, so it's just about to be 9 o'clock here, so starting to get a little bit late. Looks like we do have one bot on our side. Okay.
Action stations. Let's give them a hard time. Many thanks. Waiting instructions.
We'll take 1 second to adjust the setting here. Hopefully stream's not going too crazy on the buffering. I think we should be pretty good. You see that Twitch is up, which is good, but it's currently showing a little unstable, so we'll give that a few minutes to hopefully even itself out. We do have everything set in a low or lower latency mode, so hopefully it should synchronize here quickly. Gonna turn down our sensitivity here since we were doing some StarCitizen. Ships we want to have a little bit finer control. Get one more hit here. There we go.
Enemy destroyer sunk. Ship is on fire.
Oh, there we go. Good kill. And just our audio here can tell for us it is a little noisy. Let's see. Overall, pull it down just a little bit more. Maybe about like there. A little bit loud for us. Alright, that one cruiser remains, so this will be pretty quick. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get any shots on it. We're pretty far out there. Oh, there we go. Just like that, we're on to the next one. Let's see here, just take a quick opportunity, double check our streams, make sure everything is looking good. Oh, where are we at? That one. Okay, it looks like Vault platform having a little bit of a struggle. Hopefully that gets caught up here just a moment. It's okay. Meanwhile, we'll keep moving. Alright. That was Galicia. Now we'll do the La Argentina. See this one. Okay, that's getting close. 36k. Got 26. Not too bad. About 10 away. That is probably roughly 3 missions if we do pretty well performance-wise. Getting close. Getting close. Moving that up to a tier 6. Yep. Hope this Tuesday late evening for some is treating you well. Again, this second day before New Year's. Hope everyone's had a great holiday so far. Holidays. We're getting in the last couple of streams of 2025. That'll be a wrap. On to the next. Alright, we got a full team here. No bots. All cruiser and destroyers. Okay. Oh, and one sub for each team. Well, that's something we have never really messed with. Remember when submarines were added to World of Warships and never really messed with them? Nothing really against them. I think we might have played them maybe once or twice in the test or right when they were first released, but just like the carriers, we don't really play them much at all. Not our preferred. We like the traditional destroyer. Cruisers, I think, is definitely our preferred, and then battleships. If I had to choose between a carrier or a sub, part of me thinks I would probably go sub. Even over a carrier. We really don't like the carriers so much, but at this point I think we've actually played more rounds with as carriers, and that is not to say a whole lot. We try to avoid playing carriers as much as we can. It's just not our preferred ship. We definitely find ourselves doing cruisers and battleships most often, and if we're clearing dailies on daily experiences, we do often. I mean, we have a fair amount of cruisers, or I mean DDs as well, so we do play those. Probably we have the most seat time in cruisers or battleships by a long shot. Once again, these if you call it Central American, large Argentina, South American fleet seems to be heavily AP based, not very many high explosives, so makes it a little bit interesting on the cruisers. Means they hit hard, but you have to have the right angle. Otherwise, they with no explosive shells, if you don't have the right angle, these shells have a really high chance of just bouncing off. So, especially the armored ships like battleships and above. Let's see if we can get some citadels here. Alright, that's a lot of torpedoes. Oh, we just slid through all those torpedoes unscathed. That is wild. There's another citadel. One more. Boom. There we go. When you can hit those citadels, which is the core of the ship, you do a ton of damage, and all ships crumble when you hit citadels. definitely how you want to take them down. We seem to have figured out citadels pretty well on cruisers. Not all cruisers, but majority of the cruisers, we got that pretty well dialed in. We really need to figure out destroyers a bit better, and I think battleships really is ship specific, because the way the different armor layouts are and thicknesses, those you have to be a little bit more studied on. But cruisers, we seem to really got those dialed in. It's generally in the back half of the ship is where you want to be aiming. And when you're in close proximity, like under 10 clicks, definitely you want to be using your APs for the best impact. But on this ship, we only have APs, so no real choice. I don't think we're too far. We're just gonna go for the cap here and chill. Let our teammates figure out the rest. We didn't do our greeting.
Let's give them a hard time.
Always try to do the traditional greeting in warships when we start around. Sometimes we forget. There we go. Omaha's just going. Dude's on cruise control. Just like that, our first daily container's out of the way. On to our second. Okay, it's our second ship. Now on to our Delhi. I believe this one. Is this one almost ready? No, this one has a ways. Okay. Yeah, fair amount of way to go till it gets to Hobart. Go ahead, get this one run. Another peek here, see how streams are going. I think YouTube was having a little bit of a problem. Not super committed to it, but see if it can figure its stuff out. There we go, that's looking better. Alright, that one was a struggle, but now it's up. Definitely, Twitch is the preferred platform, for sure. But we only do this for fun, so. We are just here for games. We are not here for any other reason. Purely for fun. If you want sweaty content or stuff like that, I recommend going elsewhere. We are just super casual. Alright, this is just a purely domination round. No captures. Yep, destroy all.
Waiting instructions. Good luck, everyone.
It's one of those where you just head to the middle.
Enemy force detected.
Yeah, what we got? Got a Congo over there. Omaha. 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 Pretty far out. We're just gonna probably cut through the center. Get a couple of torps, leave the sides to these other ships. Oh, looks like we got one in front of us. Okay, cool. If we get some shots on this Acosta. Oh yeah, good shots. Got it incapacitated. Can we finish it? Come on. Oh, baby. There we go. Ooh, that DD is too close for our liking. Might take some torps here.
Direct front.
Oh, yeah.
Taking on water quickly. Enemy destroyer.
Okay. Survive that just barely. Maybe we can get our other torps out. Might be going down here. Yep, that's alright. Got 2 taken. Should be good enough. Always try to get at least 1 ship down before going down yourself. That way it's a good exchange for our team. Don't leave them hanging. But we also don't have to stick around for the full rest of the mission, which helps us move on to the next ship. Okay, and this is celebs, and then that one's actually ready to go to the... Ooh, what's that called? Kijdun? 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 Never heard of it. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. Kijdun? Kijdun? From the Netherlands. Okay. Gonna take 3 million credits. We really don't want to spend that right now. We were trying to get 15 million so we can go ahead and purchase our Iowa class. So I think we're gonna stick to that. Again, we're gonna skip running the celebs for the moment, because we no longer need experience on it, because it's ready to go up. It already has its modules. Let's move on to one last one for our first set of 4 before we swap to a operations. Okay, we got our Malvenet. That's another tier 5 where we're not doing the module. Let's go ahead and do it. And we'll go ahead and mount it. It sets us back a little bit in credits, but then this tier 5 is ready to do the long haul to stored. Ooh, stored. Okay. Get this one run out of the way. That will leave us ready to go for our first operation, which typical wisdom for the operations is to use tier 8s and premiums if you have them, because that gives you your best credit returns. We have a cruiser that's a premium tier 8, and got our North Carolina, which is what we've been primarily running for battleship in our operations. Otherwise, we do have a tier 9 destroyer that's a premium, and our Heisen is a tier 9 battleship, so might try Carolina to get warmed up in operations, and then swap it up a little bit later. Oh, this is still coming through pretty crispy for me in terms of the audio levels. Let's see here. Take a moment here to alt tab just a moment. See if we might adjust this a little bit more. Okay. Got that adjusted. Okay, yep. That looks like that's brought up the levels a bit. And nudge that one extra bit. There we go. Okay. Yeah, almost to our first capture point. No one did the greeting, so we'll do the obligatory greeting.
Make your own luck.
There we go. Oh, pretty good crew running right there.
Engines are overheating. Normal speed. They do not look friendly.
do need some spotted ribbons, but looks like those planes are taking care of what would normally be our spotting, so that is okay. We only need a handful more, so we're not going to sweat it. We got a lot of ships to run. I'm sure we'll get the last 6 or 7 spotted ribbons. It appears like none of the bots came over here today. Looks like they're all rotating to the middle. Or maybe that one battleship is coming this way. Yeah. Well, it looks like they're cruiser. Or, I mean, they're a carrier. Yeah, carrier's coming this way. Okay. Alright, here we go. These guys were just super slow. Now they're here. Alright, they're DD somewhere right around there. Alright, a plane totally overshot. Oh, where's their DD at? Where are you at? There you are. Alright, we missed those pretty bad. Couple of more hits there. We don't want to waste our last round of torps. We want to get some on that battleship if we can. There we go. Guy's dead. Alright. Actually, that was our only round of torps. So we'll watch ourselves on this battleship. We need 30 seconds to get us another round of torpedoes. That hurt. Oh, he's gonna pull in front of us. Not ideal. Oh, good sir, they were blocking us. Why would you do that? Ooh, he got a citadel on the back end of that Synop. We'll have to remember that. Is that guy? He's gonna turn out of our torps. Oh, we got 2, 3. Alright, that's pretty good. There we go.
I have a friend who will make us knives from their armor.
Taken out by a fire. We'll take it. Alright, what we got left? This guy right here. Hyuga. Unfortunately, torps are not ready. Maybe we'll get a turn on it. Nope. Alright. Should probably go hunt that carrier. He was going over to the corner. Yeah, looks like it's over there in the corner.
Helm, steady as you go.
Yeah, there it is.
You have the con.
Carrier, cruiser and battleship should be able to probably range it before we can get there. It's headed this way. That's gonna be it. Cool. Alright, should be 4, so now we'll pivot over to an operation. Double check ourselves here. Yep, 4. Operation to break it up. Okay. Filter this. We want tier 8s or 9s. Ooh, let's kick it off with the Carolina. I have relatively good luck with this ship, at least the last couple of times, so hopefully our teammates stay solid. Some of these operations, once your team starts crumbling, there's really nothing you can do, so hey, we got Hermes. Okay. We know this one. This is just a... what do you call it? Transport, escort, just an escort mission. And I believe it starts on our left.
Good luck and fair seas.
Actually, we don't need APs, we need HEs. We're used to the Raptor mission, which does start on our right. This one starts on the left.
Awaiting instructions.
The fluff. Flying in, getting spots on us. What do we got? Elefanto, Picardy, Sejong, Atago, Hampshire, and Charles. Okay.
Enemy force detected.
All you gotta do is get that Alsace over there, Rouen, Alsace. Just gotta get it up to that top of our map. That's all it has to do. It just has to survive. I think it's relatively straightforward, and it can be, but also, since it's only a single ship, if that VIP ship goes down or gets focus fired by these enemies, that's it. That's all it is. That's the primary objective here. So if that ship goes down, everything else is a failure. So everyone has to get up here and take turns shielding that ship from incoming fire and torpedoes, mainly torpedoes. Really do not want the Rouen to take too many torpedoes. So we got this Lepanto on the left, so we're gonna maneuver ourselves to be on the right side and create the kind of shield buffer. Okay. Alright, we got torpedoes coming in. Oh, it's gonna take one. Okay, it's not ideal. Thankfully it's just one. Okay, we're turning. We did have some ships on our right. There they are. Oh man, another torpedo hit. That's really not good. Gotta get ourselves in front of it so we take the torpedoes before it does, because we can heal. It can heal a little bit, but really don't want it to have to take those shots. Alright, we're right here in the thick of our friendly, so we are not going to be able to get shots out. It's okay, we'll do some blocking of those torps here, just like that Picard, although I bet if they had it their way, they would not. Yeah, that was a big hit. See if we can take this torp. Okay, good. It's out of the way. Okay. Some good line of battleships back there. Big old mountain hit. Okay, Sejong is gone for. It's not super great. Whoa, somebody needs to be on that other side. That's not good. 3 torpedo hits. We gotta perform a little protective wall around that ship. Guys are pushing a little bit far forward. We might have to turn into these torps to take them. These EDs are definitely dropping torps. Oh, maybe that one went down fast enough, but this other one, I'm willing to bet, probably dropped some torps. Oh, what else? We just lost the other cruiser. Okay. Slow Pontoon knows exactly what they're doing. Right behind the smoke cover and everything. They definitely got this mission down. We're gonna try to slow down a bit, get a good shot on that Odin. There we go. They should be incoming from over here. This is our final turn, so we're gonna have to face all these cruisers on our left.
Well done, Commander.
Make sure we give that captain praise. They really know what they're doing. And if we can, we need to take out that carrier. That is a bonus objective. Alright. Oh no, we're too far forward. Leash. It's alright, it's what we want to do. We want to take these shots. We will willingly tank these shots. Better us than our VIP. Hopefully somebody takes out those destroyers up there, or else we are gonna have problems. Whoa. Bad feeling about this. That Picard better do some damage. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, that guy's down. Should be one more in the smoke. Oh, this is bad. No one to defend.
Don't fire at your allies.
Oh. Come on, Alsace. You can survive a couple of torps. Come on. You can do this. Come on. Come on, Hampshire. Okay, okay. It's looking good. I don't think we're gonna get any final shots on the carrier, though. Oh, here we go. We need one more volley, but I don't think we're gonna get it. Yep, that's okay. Still got it. Only 2 of us remaining. That was brutal. That's what you gotta do. Even though it's not a total, we didn't do the optionals, we still got the VIP there, so that is fine. That is still a success. You see, you get a decent amount of credits. That's why we like these operations. Cut it down a bit after our battle cost, but still, fair amount of credits. Alright, it's one of those out of the way. So now we'll swap back to normal co-op, do another 4 ships, and then keep going. Okay, looks like it's gonna bring us to our Kloss Horn. What we got going on here? This guy. And we already unlocked Malvin, and then this is gonna go to Bisbee. Okay. Needs 11,000. What is that? 9, 10, 3,000 away. Okay. Hopefully stream is coming through.